I'd like to bring in Widdy. Widdy, you you studied Brighton and now Leeds. Um, if you can recall, when making the decision to study in the UK, what sorts of concerns did your parents have about your ability to cope with being 8,000 miles away and not having them around you? Cope with the integration, cope with the need for independence, cope with having to look after yourself, which perhaps you hadn't done so much of until then.
Mm, Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Chris, for the question. And Aska, that was brilliant. That just sort of explained my past 7 years. So, yeah, I was in Brighton studying my undergrad for 3 years in biomedical sciences, and then I moved to Leeds afterwards. And yeah, so I guess my parents' concern mainly was independence and really just being able to take care of myself, because you're right. I was very privileged not to take care of myself in the sense of cooking and cleaning and doing all the chores that I really needed to do now until I actually managed to move to the UK. So yeah, I think mainly it was independence. It was taking care of myself and just safety in general, because, you know, being by myself, homesick, being alone, the first time I'm being away from my parents and it would be really, really far away. And yeah, I think that those were my parents' concern. And in terms of how I managed to somehow convince them, I personally do not know. It took a while, if I'm being honest, to convince them that it was worth it for me to move all the way across the world. But I think in terms of trust and having all these research that I've been doing prior to moving, and making sure that these are the reasons why, and here are the pros and cons, and eventually, thankfully, they did, and I'm really glad that they did so.